Alrighty y'all, so I'm working on a 2012 GMC Sierra 1500, and I am going to show you guys where to get a accessory power source from. These vehicles come equipped with a CAN bus system, so there is really nowhere to tap into to get a wire to get a power source from without damaging any components. So in order to avoid damaging components and whatever it is that you tap into, the operating system or the brain computer of the vehicle, I'm going to give y'all a way to do that. I'm going to show y'all a way to do that, and hopefully this will point you either in the right direction or help you do what you need to achieve. So without further ado, here we go. So if you look underneath the driver's side, obviously gas, brake, there's a black box. Okay, this black box, there's a pin in it, inside this black box. I'm going to show y'all which pin it is in a moment, but I will say this is the pin. So I'm going to show y'all how to take this off. This is the pin. It's a push clip, plastic, literally just goes in this hole right here. Pop it out, go to Harbor Freight, get you this little $5 tool set that they have. I mean, I've had these for probably going on over 10 years. I've used them a lot when I used to do car audio and things like that. They last. You don't need to buy them constantly, so you know, spend the $5, have the proper tools, don't damage that clip, don't use a screwdriver and be cheap. So this literally just slides off. It's got these little slots that slide over these things, these little clips in the back over here, if you can see that. So you literally just push that clip in, slide the box out. Very simple, nothing complicated about that. And I know once you get here, you're gonna be a little like, okay, now what do? I see a bunch of wires and a whole bunch of things and I'm lost. Don't be discouraged. This is what this video is for. It's to not only show you, but you know, I'm gonna explain a couple things and go over a couple things, and hopefully, like I said, I will enlighten you or help you out, whichever comes first. So I'm gonna use the green clip on this side. I'm gonna say that's the right side. Then you have this middle section with these fuses, with these 25 amp fuses, as you can see, and where the push clip goes. And then you're gonna have the left side where this brown clip is at, and this brown and this gray clip. And as you can see, there's 3 slots where a plug could go into. The bottom slot, obviously there's no pins, so you're not gonna get a plug in there. And then you have the other 2. So the one you're looking for is the middle one, and it is pin number 8. As you can see, they are labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can tell there's nothing there. 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Pin number 8, guys. It's that simple. We're not going to overcomplicate this at all. That is the pin that you can use to get a accessory source. So say you want to keep your factory head unit and you want to turn on an amplifier or something like that, that would be where you would tap into. Back in the day when I used to do car audio, many moons ago, I used to just take a speaker terminal like so, preferably something a little bit smaller. This is just educational purpose here, just to show you guys. So I would take a terminal a little bit smaller than this one, and I would crimp the edges of it, the ends. Just use my strippers, you know, just crimp these down a little bit, keep them a little close, because you know, obviously, you know, you want a good connection. You don't want a loose, sloppy connection, because that's more hazardous than anything. And you literally just take it, and I already know from doing this. So this is the bottom one, this is this one, and literally slide it over pin number 8 like so, and that's it. But again, use a smaller terminal, you know, don't go so big like I did. And it's that simple. I will say, caveat, that is only a 3 amp, pretty much 3 amp draw on that pin. So if you're trying to power up something that's going to be a little more draining than 3 amps, you will need a relay. Now, I will not show you how to wire up a relay in this video or anything like that, but I'm showing you what you will need in case you want to power up something more, being that it is a 3 amp draw. Again, if you just want to power up a subwoofer in the rear, you know, hook up an amp, that will work. That works just fine for that. That is if you are keeping your factory head unit, of course. If you do change out your head unit, then obviously, you will have a power source to tap into. But this is, a way for you to retain your factory head unit if you don't want to swap it out, because the modules and things can be quite expensive. So this is a way to get a power turn on for your amplifier, or like I said, an accessory source to wire something else up. I will be using a relay because I am wiring up an AFR gauge. Sorry if you can see that, an AFR gauge for tuning purposes. I'm tuning the vehicle, so mine's a little more extensive. There's more wiring that goes into play, so I will be using a relay, for power turn-ons and a little bit more amp draw. Now I will say, if you use a relay, put an inline fuse. I believe I got this one at O'Reilly's. I think it was like a little over $5, but call it $5, $5, O'Reilly, inline fuse. Just be safe. There's no reason to burn anything, damage anything, harm anything. I'm a big proponent of safety. I'd say put I'd say put a fuse on everything, just for safety purposes. And like I said, this video is more or less to help people and show them where they can get a power source. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully I pointed you in the right direction. This will work on 07 to 13 of the newer body style, not the 07 classics, not the cat eyes. So this is like the 07 square, the square headlight, 07 to 13 GMC trucks and Chevy trucks as well. And it should also work on the 2014 Tahoes and Yukons of that year. So like I said, hopefully this video helped you. I pointed you in the right direction and where to get a power source. As you can see, it was very simple, guys. Any questions, any concerns, message me and I will try to answer them and hopefully point you in the right direction if I can. If this video was helpful, just give it a like. Thank you, guys. God bless.